สวัสดีค่ะ Hello everyone, we are the Rattaphumwittaya school students. We would like to present our science project on the title, The Study on Effectiveness of Local Natural Material in Oil Absorption and the Production of Briquettes from waste obtained by absorbing oil.
Nowadays, our community is facing oil and glycerin in water with causing effect on both health and the environment. This is called the present of restaurant and car reparation in the community. That's why we are interested in studying the oil absorbing capability of natural material in the community, including cattle, coal, disregard, and floating water, hyacinth, and take the waste obtained from oil absorbing to make fuel briquette.
And problem, natural materials such as cattail, core, show glass, and floating water hyacinth show varying effectiveness in oil absorption, and the residue from this absorption could potentially pollute the school and the community. And for our study, we aim to 1. Investigate the absorption ability of cattail, core, show glass, and floating water hyacinth. 2. Compare the effectiveness of oil absorption among local natural materials with the highest potential for oil absorption. 3. Compare the effectiveness of various oil absorption of local natural materials. And lastly, study the appropriate ratio for producing fuel briquettes using waste obtained from oil absorption.
Now, let's see our methodology. There are 4 steps in our study. Step 1. We compare the oil absorption potential of cattails, coal, glass, and floating water hyacinth. Step 2. We study the effectiveness of oil absorption among local natural materials. With the highest potential, fat cattails, naturally dried cattails, and dried cattails. Step 3. Compare the effectiveness of different oil absorption of local natural materials. And last step, we study the comparison of the optimal ratio for producing fuel briquettes using waste obtained from oil absorption.
And now let's move to our results. For the result, we separate into 4 steps according to our methodology. The result of first step, the comparison of the potential for absorption of natural material. And from our first experimental, we found the water can flow through the cattails, but it can't do so in the oils. Therefore, it can be concluded that cattails have an optimal ability for absorption. The result of the second step, the results of the study compare the effectiveness of oil absorption among local natural materials with the highest potential for oil absorption. As demonstrated in previous table, that cattails have the highest potential for oil absorption, and when we test cattails under many conditions, the experiment found that the highest effectiveness in the absorption of 2 different oils by cattail at this stage of its growth is as follows: dry cattails, naturally dried cattails, and fresh cattail, respectively. Here is the result of the third step, comparison of the effectiveness of various oil absorption of dry cattails. The effectiveness of oil absorption in 4 different types of oils revealed that dry cattails have the highest potential for absorbing more the oil. The absorption efficiency is 8.7 times that of the dry cattails. Here we come to the result of the last step, result of the optimal ratio for producing fuel briquettes from oil absorbed waste. We observed that an increase in the ratio of oil absorbed cattails resulted in an increase in heat output. The optimal ratio determined from the study was 70 to 30, which allowed the water to boil for the longest duration.
So overall, from our study, we found that cattle have the highest potential from oil absorption, especially from dried cattle, which show high ability to absorb both motor oil and used oil. These dried cattle can be effectively used as trap to dead oil spill in the school canteen and the surrounding garage area. Furthermore, the cattle that have absorbed oil can be compact into fuel briquettes suitable for heating purposes. With the development of an improved mixing ratio, it could be possible to create fuel briquettes that incorporate oil-absorbed cattle. Struck briquettes could then use in houses as a alternative to using natural gas for heating. Overall, this innovative approach not only offers a solution for managed oil spill, but also presents a sustainable method for producing heating fuel.